Hi everyone, I am Adam from Trade with Precision and welcome to IC Markets Market Commentary. So first of all, let's start off with that euro dollar. Key thing here is that it appears to have rejected this range. This is relatively important. It hints at a weaker dollar in the coming weeks, but yes, of course, not to be too surprised here. We are close to some potential resistance here around the 1.14 level. All right, so my expectation though for the medium term is to see this, or at least shorter term is to see that continue to push higher. The same when we have a look here at dollar yen breaking on that weekly, very nice downtrend intact, heading back down towards that 140 level. From a daily perspective, this one doing a relatively clean break of this channel to the downside. So right now that momentum there is certainly supported by a weaker dollar. Looking here at gold here on a weekly basis, we've had a really decent consolidation. Bullish candle forming in the moving averages, the 50, the 20, and the 10 fanning out. We've got higher lows and higher highs on both the MACD and RSI here, so the momentum is nice and bullish. We do definitely have some strong resistance at 33, again 33, 34, but we managed to close above it that week, so the momentum is still to the upside there with gold, so I'll be looking for continued moves to the upside. Very interesting. Again, just here keeping an eye on these lower highs. I'd be more convinced or more satisfied once we do breach through that. So that means we need to probably pass around the 33.80 level. But for now, it is certainly looking more bullish than bearish. Crude oil, interesting. It is very much ranging where it is at the moment, looking as though it wants to be bullish this week, but no clear direction just yet. From a much higher time frame perspective, it has yet to come up to test this resistance at 65.54. Still need to test that, and then we'll see how well it looks. Of course, we potentially have a lower high and a weaker move to this week. So just watching that, not really seeing much on the daily that's of much use, monitoring mostly the weekly and the monthly there. Having a look here at the S&P, so we pull back into the moving averages. We produced a small bullish candle here, but we failed to break through there. So the market, not to say that it doesn't have the potential to push higher, but there was a failure here. So this week, what I'm looking for in this area is either a small bullish candle to form. Ultimately, if we do break these lows, that will give more clarity as to what's happening in the medium term. Looking at the NASDAQ, very much a nice quality, good quality uptrend intact. But again, we had a bullish candle here that formed and we failed to follow through here. So not really seeing signs of strength. However, that's not to say we couldn't potentially get a second green candle this week and follow through from there. However, if we do come down, we break any of these lows, that does change the outlook. We've got here, for example, the Russell 2000 trying to break back out of this range and failing so far. So it's some hints of both weakness and strength. We have a good uptrend, but also failing to follow through. Tesla here as well, potential pattern forming here. We could see a breakout to the upside. So again, we're seeing that possibility. What I would say though is that we're not necessarily bearish here. For example, here we've got bullish divergence. We had this downtrend. We've broken through it. We've got a good quality trend to the upside here. So the question really is what's going to happen now? We're going to see the bulls maintain. They've got the bull. Are they going to be able to carry on with it or not? NVIDIA as well, you can see it's very strong recovery here. Very bullish in this particular area, but without a doubt, still battling with resistance in this area. So again, it's important for us to see follow through on this market at the moment and in this coming week. And again, strangely, for me anyway, over the last 15 years, Bitcoin is now just one of the better performing, just more reasonable in its behavior. The pullback's natural. It's continuing to push higher. So for now, I maintain my bullishness with this. In a kind of a pullback here, for me, I would see as a potential bullish opportunity. And again, we're right back in the moving averages in the next couple of days. I would expect this to continue to push higher. The momentum looks nice and bullish. The quality of the trend is nice and healthy. In fact, next to gold, Bitcoin seems to be producing some of the best results there. So I'll leave you with that. Plenty to look at. Keep an eye out for the high impact news and keep calm and carry on trading. Thank you.